Rototom SUNSPLASH 2026, 31st edition of Rototom SUNSPLASH. Just going to take a moment to introduce the co-panelists. On the far end of the table, we've got Ellen Lily Coolings and Pete Lilly. They are the joint editors of Rhythm Magazine. Rhythm Magazine was in print for 25 years and has recently made the transition to an online entity. Go to rhythm.world, and Rhythm, of course, is RIDDIM.world. I encourage you all to subscribe. It's got all the reggae content you can think of from Jamaica and abroad, and it's in both German and English. So go online, click the subscribe button, show your support, and keep Rhythm alive. The gentleman who will be next to me in a moment, he's just taking care of our other special guest who'll be with us in a moment, is Piero Tosi, journalist and broadcaster from Bologna, Italy. He's been host of the long-running show Soul Shakedown Party on Radio Città Fujiko. He also hosted a show that was broadcasted in Jamaica for several years. And I am David Katz, author and journalist based in London, England. So, yes. So, yeah, just waiting on our other special guest to arrive, but Luciano, thank you for a riveting performance last night. I think everybody in the house really loved it. I know I did. And
thank you.
Since we're going to be looking at reggae on the African continent, maybe you could tell us a little bit about your travels in Africa as we're waiting for our other special guest.
Well, first let me say thank you so much, my people. Thank you for your support over the years, supporting real roots reggae music, you know? And I tell you, we could never make the journey without the foundation, those who have paved the way for us and have made it possible that we can be here today to celebrate this great history and heritage that the music has given us. It's a gift from the Almighty God. And as you know, as a people, we were taken from the continent, brought into the Western Hemisphere. So our journey back into our motherland is a journey of reparation, repatriation, and restoration of I people.
Yes. So, Luciano, when is it that you actually first traveled to the motherland, to the African continent?
Well, in 1993. I started my career in 1992. And I think after that, when Brother Mike General and myself, and Brother Anthony Gadd, we decided to go into Gambia. We went to Senegal. But Gambia was like a home, it's like a pilgrimage for us. Long before we're talking about performing in stadium and performing for, you know, large group of people. We went into Gambia. We took a truck. We drive to the villages. We brought stuff, food, whatever it is we could buy and take to the villages, and we visited the elders, and you know, it's like a homecoming pilgrimage that we made. So on the return in 1990, let me say about 1996, when we went to Senegal, we went to visit with Baba Mal.
Yes.
That was a major visit for us with Exterminator label, Mr. Philip Burrell. And from there on, we realized that the people, especially our African brothers and sisters, they welcomed us with such a warm spirit that it really behooves us to keep singing good music for the people. And every time we sing, we have to remember our heritage and the love that was given to us by our people in Africa.
Okay.
But the visit to Senegal, to visit with Baba Ma, was a big one for us.
Okay, well, it's interesting that you mention that because, of course, when you went to Gambia the first time, there isn't the same language barrier as there was with Senegal. Since
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. So how did the music translate or cross over? How did the people relate to it?
Well, once we started singing good songs and you know, hits after hits, and then I started singing more and more songs like One Way Ticket, and then I did The Traveler. We do circle from Sweet Mama Africa. I remember when we went to Senegal, we journeyed to Gambia and we went to Guri Island, and we went through the door of no return, because there's this door that the slaves would have been taken through, and be brought to the ship, and then set sail for the transatlantic ocean.
Yes. So please welcome our other special guest, Alpha Blondy. Yes. Give that.
Hello, everybody. I'm always on time.
So, Alpha Blondy, hello. Yeah, greetings. Yeah. So, welcome to the Reggae University right here at Rototom SUNSPLASH. We've got all kinds of questions for you. We're really delighted to have you with us here.
I'm ready anytime.
Okay, excellent. So, we usually begin these sessions by asking our special guests a little bit about their formative years. Where did you grow up? Who raised you? What was the environment like? And I understand that you actually spent some time with different relatives in different places. Can you talk the good people here at Rototom SUNSPLASH through a bit of that history?
About what?
About growing up early days.
Oh, okay. I grew up in my village, the most beautiful village in the world. It's in Ivory Coast, Costa de Marfil, with the love of my life, my grandmother.
Uh-huh.
And I have the name, I was named after her husband.
Okay.
Okay, so they call me Small Daddy.
Okay.
Okay, and I was overprotected. And she's the one who taught me the basic spiritual foundation of me
Uh-huh.
by saying that if you're looking for God and you pass human being, you will never see God again. Because God is in the eyes and the heart of every human being that you're going to meet on your road.
Ah, yeah. Okay. So, how and when is it that music became an important part of your life? And when did you understand that you had singing ability?
Well, even tomorrow I was still asking myself. But there is an answer. My brain do not belong to me. I was gifted a brain when I come on this world, God. So for me, God is the supreme inspirator. You know, you cannot boast around that I was sitting by the beach with my guitar and I got the inspiration. That's bullshit. Okay? God is the one who inspires you through frequencies that you don't know.
Okay. Luciano, is that sentiment something you can relate to? Is that similar to your experience?
Definitely. And as you know, when the inspiration comes, it's very important that you capitalize on it and make use of it, because even melodies, they come like the bird. You see a bird pitch on your veranda this morning, you may not be able to see that same bird tomorrow morning. So when the inspiration comes, it's very important, essential for you to capitalize on it and make use of it.
Okay, thank you. So Alpha Blondy, when the inspiration came, where did it come? How did it come? And then how did you capitalize on it?
Are you trying to see if I smoked a joint before? No, not at all. Joint helps sometimes, but you have our brain for me is un récepteur et un transmetteur. A receptor and a transmitter.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So when the frequency come, sometimes it come with the music.
Okay.
Okay? And now, that's why I said that we all have a mission. On this planet, on this world, in this universe, every single atom of this universe has a mission. And our mission is complementarium. Okay? It means that, we're having a conference. The journalists that we don't know complete our mission, musical mission, by giving us the opportunity to talk about our job, our mission.
Okay.
So everyone here have a divine mission, and there is no small mission for me. So I'm a part of a big movement, okay, of atoms, in this universe. And I try to fulfill my mission as dictated by the Almighty.
Okay.
Well, I could add to that.
Yes, please.
And I'd say sometimes your destiny is laid out before you, but sometimes you don't know. Like for my situation, my father was a carpenter.
Okay.
And he built a guitar. And just before he passed away, that was the final piece of his work. When he made that guitar and when he transited, the guitar was that little instrument that I kept to remember my father. So I practiced day and night and day and night and day and night. But I didn't realize that my father was shaping my destiny.
Right. Yes. I hear you. Thank you. Now, Luciano, I remember that you had something of a gospel background and a very Christian
And my father
upbringing.
was also an evangelist.
Uh-huh.
So this preaching thing that I have on stage or in my music is as a result of my father's evangelistic tendencies.
Okay. Yes.
But the singing part, my father couldn't sing for a night's dinner. My mother was a singer.
Uh-huh.
So I got the singing from my mother. So you see, both, as the maestro says, two great people come together, movement of molecules, and has brought about the son that will carry on the mission that they set out to be.
Okay, thank you. So Alpha Blondy, when you began your singing career, you chose reggae, or reggae became your idiom?
Reggae chose me.
Okay, so reggae
because
chose you.
according to what I went through, I was in we all listened to when I was younger, small, really small. My baby lollipop, that way up in my village somewhere in Africa. We dance about really small. Okay? And after we dance Jimmy Cliff, of course. Okay? The Harder They Come, Synthetic World, many rivers to cross. We dance all that. Even my brother Luciano, what he doesn't know, we love his song. It's against me, Jah.
It's me again, Jah.
It's me again, Jah.
Okay.
Yes,
On my knees and pray.
Give thanks.
Okay, because
Honorable. Yes, King.
when you glorify God, every fiber in your body react, as far as I'm concerned. So it's hard for us to say, I did that, I decided that, because I do not believe in hazard.
Okay.
God and hazard don't combine.
So you believe it's more fulfillment of destiny?
Even today, this somewhere, it was pre-planned for us to be here.
Okay.
Okay? Look, how come that in this infinite universe, we are here in Spain talking about music? And music is what? It is essence. The essence of music is love.
True.
And everyone here, even the animals, love brought us here. Two persons love each other for us to be here. So our mission as musicians, sometimes without knowing, we are trying to save love.
True. True.
That's why when there is a concert, people come, they don't know each other, they dance,
They see friends they never seen for a long time.
they share a joint, okay, a whiskey, a champagne, okay, because the love in their DNA, that's what brought us here.
Okay, thank you. So now you've just said that, okay, that you were dancing to ska, to Millie Small in Ivory Coast, and that also Jimmy Cliff was a significant artist in those days.
And I discovered Bob in Liberia.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know his name. On the radio in Liberia, you know, I used to work as a French teacher, you know, and I heard this song, "Feel them spirit, feel them spirit, please Lord help me." I said, wow, who's singing my story?
Okay.
It was Bob Marley, you know. So it was inner call, you know.
And what about in your youthful days? You spent some time in New York, and did you also? Was that also part of your reggae education? Or?
Yeah, I call it the divine plan.
Okay.
Because I went to my American dream, okay? My girlfriend at the time, elder brother, was studying in America, in Ann Arbor, somewhere in Massachusetts. And I wanted to do something like that, you know, but I was not good at school. So anyway, I wanted to go to America, okay? And I got along very well with my Peace Corps English teachers. Okay, so I wanted, and we had a rock and roll band at school, you know. So I followed my American dream, you know. I wanted to see Woodstock, okay, see Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, Richie Evans, Janis Joplin, all those things, all those stars, you know, Creedence Clearwater Revival, all those guys. I wanted to be there. Okay, so. At the same time, my father was a clerk, you know, and he wanted a stable job, okay, to be in the administration.
Sure.
Okay, salary guarantee. But as the elder of the children, okay, he cannot accept that I go into music. So when I went to America, I wanted to study English and become an English teacher.
Okay.
That was me. But the big architecture of the universe have decided, he has his plan. And I went to Hunter College to learn some English, and my American mother, my tutor, okay, she advised me to go to Columbia University.
Okay.
They had a program called American Program for Foreign Students. So I went there, but I couldn't ask. I didn't have a scholarship. And I was working as a messenger. And a messenger.
Hallelujah.
Amen. I was doing some deliveries, okay? I didn't have money to pay my scholar fees. I used to live with a girlfriend from Jamaica. And you see how God do things.
Sure.
Okay? Okay. And she had all the new 45 cuts vinyl coming from Jamaica. Okay, Bulla cake,
The connection making.
Bulla cake. Tell me about it. Okay. And she took me to Jamaican families, okay, her aunt, her mother, da da da.
Okay.
And we discovered reggae music, a nightclub downtown Manhattan called Once 111, where they used to play reggae.
Okay.
Okay, and that's where I met Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stone.
Okay.
He came there to smoke a spliff, and there was a group called Moniaka, and
Oh, yes,
Moniaka was
Moniaka.
playing, and Mick Jagger came in a big limousine, man, okay, with Kate Richard, okay, and we were outside trying to do something, and we saw this limousine came, and this small guy in a fucked up jean, okay, came. He's so humble. I was impressed.
Nice.
It's a friend who said, "Hey, yo, it's Mick Jagger." I said, "Oh, wait a minute, you smoke too much, man." He said, "Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones." Okay, so that time I had written the translation of War, the Bob Marley in French.
Okay.
And the group Moniaka did me a favor to play that.
Okay, so
That was my first try to play with a Jamaican band.
you performed with them and you sang the lyrics in French?
Yeah, in French, War in French, the French version.
Okay.
Okay, so to make a long story short, and one day we were in Central Park. There was a big festival called Schaefer Music Festival.
Oh, yes.
And I was with two friends from Niger. They were working at the United Nations. And one didn't smoke, so I was trying to teach him how to inhale good. So, so after, we saw people going somewhere. So, hey, what's happening over there? Black, white, yellow, everybody was going there. So, what's happening there? So, oh, it's a band from the island. So, yeah. Let me go see that band from the island. And they paid the ticket for us to go.
Okay.
It was Burning Spear.
Okay. Okay. So that was a significant moment for you.
It killed my student project. What kind of English I'm going to learn to go teach, because I stutter. When I talk, I stutter. So I cannot be a good teacher, but I won't be all the time pleasing my stepfather. So Burning Spear was singing like an African singer in the villages back home.
Right.
And glorifying Africa. And the music right there in the belly.
Hit you.
Okay.
So I say, this is it.
Okay, thank you. Now, Luciano, a few moments ago, Alpha Blondy just mentioned about his father wanted him to have a stable job, wasn't too happy about something creative. Is that something that you also went through?
But, I've just realized something. He's very, how comes you didn't make it into the movies? You're in the movies?
Movie?
Yeah.
No, I'm the worst actor.
No, I'm telling you, isn't he a real star? This man whenever he speaks, you have to laugh. He gives you knowledge with a little comic. You make you laugh. And I realize that it's a thing about us as musicians and singers and players of instruments. We have a funny side to us. And in my studies to life, I realized that life is a tragic comedy. Whatever is tragedy today, tomorrow you can laugh about it. My parents, they wanted me to become an electrical engineer. So I was studying, but for some reason, I had 3 subjects, maths, English, and biology. So to qualify to go to college, I'd have to pass like chemistry, technical drawing, something. 3 other subjects. So I had to swat these subjects. And every time I tried to study all these formulas in chemistry, and like I was losing it. I said, man, this is not going good for me. But every time like I feel like I was gonna lose it, I pick the guitar up and play a few songs and soothe my mind, and I could feel better. I said, man. So my eldest brother, one night when the studying got too much to me, I was there studying, and all these formulas. I said, man, I don't know if I can do this. So I picked the guitar up and was there playing, and it soothed me as I was singing. And he came and he said, look at you. This is what you want to do with your life. You're wasting your time. And I said, but my brother, I can't do it. I don't know if I can do this electrical engineering stuff. So you see, for some reason, the music kept calling me. And eventually, I answered the call. And this is where I am today. So we all have our stories of our parents and our family. They would love to steer us down a road. They say, you want to be a lawyer, or you want to be a doctor, or why don't you be a preacher like your father? I said, oh my God. They read me out of the church. You know, I got kicked out of the church. That's another story. I need another conference for that.
Alpha Blondy. Again, about the huge impact that Burning Spear had on you. Did you have the chance to tell Winston Rodney the story and to tell him thank you very much for what you've done for me?
Yes, I did in Paris, 30 years later. You know, that day, after the concert, I wanted to play trick to go see him. You know, so I came with my student card, okay, and I show like this, African journalist. But when I got close to the dressing room, I couldn't get it. Too much people, okay, so I said, well, but it really affected me deeply. You know, that's why I always say there is no hazard. You know, and when I came back home, by the way, I had a bad experience. You know, for the young people, when you smoke joint, watch out what you're smoking, because an asshole, okay, put some angel dust in a joint for me, and that sent me to the hospital, and I went through depression, and I felt, you know, and doctors say, you have to rest. You, African, you're gonna rest. You don't have a house. You're staying at somebody's house, and you're gonna rest. So I said, okay, you know what? I think that my fiancée, my grandmother, is waiting for me, and she was very old. And as her husband, I have to go back. I didn't want to die in America. So I asked the Ivory Coast Embassy to get a ticket for me. So I went back home. It was hard because people could not understand. You go to America, you come with this funny hair,
Cut up jeans.
army fatigue jeans.
Raggedy.
You don't have no limousine, no dollar. And you talk about Rastafari. So it was tough. But I call that the challenges God put in everybody's way to make you hard, to make you tough,
Yes,
because maybe He has a plan for you. It shouldn't discourage you, okay? So I went to see my grandmother. Okay, I called her Sherry. I said, my Sherry, I came back and I'm sick. I promise you a brand new color TV. I promise you a bed, modern bed, but I'm sick. And I was crying. And I put my head on her chest like that. She was 100. Wow. So when they talk, deep voice, sound like a man. And she told me, don't worry, I will not die until you get a job. So, the Jamaican story is that I was not attracted by African American. Okay? Because the Jamaicans have something closer to us,
Okay.
African. The attitude, okay? They talk loud, they laugh loud, okay? And so, to speak, okay? They have it. And they were promoting Africa.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, more than Africans. Okay? Everybody wants to go to France, to America. They want to go to Africa. I say, maybe those who know the book of Pablo Coelho, the alchemist.
Pablo Coelho.
Alchemist. You know, in that book, the guy is going to look for a treasure from Spain. He's going to look for a treasure in Egypt.
Okay.
By the pyramids. Okay? And with the alchemist, they did all the travel to go up to Egypt. When he reached Egypt, then he discovered that the treasure he was supposed to have was right there in his farm. So he had to come back for the treasure. So
Okay.
I run to America to get educated. When you're colonized, you're running about, well, but in French they call it epistemicide. Epistemicide is the procedure that the colonizers use to manipulate African brains. They teach you that everything you know is nothing, is shit. Your reference should be Europe. Yeah, they got the best writers, they got the best scientists, okay? Your African science is fetishist. Okay? So they kill the confidence in you. You see what I mean? So we have that. We think that, heaven is over there. Everything good is there in Europe. We have to go, America. So we neglect Africa. But the Jamaican who endure what they have gone through, they start to identify themselves to their roots. You understand? And then so I said, Jamaicans, the reasoning with the Jamaican was a healing for me.
Okay.
Discovering the me that was hidden for me.
Yes.
The Africa that I did not know. I discovered with the Jamaican that Haile Selassie was the 235th descendant of King Solomon and Queen Sheba.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
And the religion they brought us, Jesus was not the problem. God was not the problem. But the missionaries, they came with Jesus and the chants. The Arabs, they talk sometime about the slave trade, the transatlantic slave trade, but they don't talk enough about the Muslim Arabic slave trade. 7th century, 700 years. The European was 400 years. So when you put all together, it's 1,000 something of brainwashing.
Okay.
Dehumanizing you. You are less than an animal. And in the Arab side, they used to cut the dick, castrate human being. And even today, I was reading a report. They still have slaves in Arabic countries. In 1962, there was an open market of slave merchant. They create big fest, and people come out dancing, and they choose, oh, this girl is good, this one not bad. Okay, we're gonna try to negotiate the price of that one, and we're gonna captivate the other one. That's the way they used to do. And in my spirituality, I read the Quran completely for my radio station. Nowhere in the Quran is put that slavery is abolished. They say if you want to clean few sins of you, you can free 1 or 2 slaves. So how many slaves do you have? So it's normal. So they came with Allah. Allah is not the problem. It's the people behind using Allah's name to do what they did. So I understand the revolution, the psychological, spiritual revolution of my Jamaican brothers.
Okay.
I cried.
I hear you.
Okay? And when God opened the gates, I said, I have to go to Israel. It was a call from Israel. So one day, I told my record company, thank you, Dre. I said, I want to go to Israel. They said, oh no, there's a war. I say, I want to go to Israel. It's when I put out the album Apartheid is Nazism, 1985. I said, I have to go to Israel. Because my uncle was a military, worked in Israel at the time of Ben Gurion. My first Bible was a Bible from Jerusalem. But I wanted to go see Israel because the Jewish people and the black people, they have a common pain, slavery. So I wanted to go there to see. You know, I hated Hitler because at school they taught me what he did to the Jew. So if he did that to the Jew, what about the black people? You know, when I making food for German dog shepherds. Brief. I went to Israel. I was received warmly by my brothers in Israel. Okay, there was a nightclub by a friend of mine, even today. It's called Gil Bernstein. It's called Soweto. They took me in the night to Soweto. And I was a bourgeois living man, hotel, Sheraton. I don't know if it was 12th floor or 13th floor, I don't know.
The penthouse.
Okay?
Okay.
And they brought me some spliff. What can I ask more? But what I was seeing made me cry. After those people who escaped Nazism, here they are in a land with a permanent war.
Okay.
And I made a song called Dieu. In that song I said, they betrayed Israel.
So why don't we
I didn't finish. Don't
go
cut
ahead?
me off.
Go ahead.
So my fight about justice, my fight against war is start by those things.
Okay.
You cannot be the center of all religion things and be at war. It's not normal. And the United Nations, with our money, supposed to take care of that since the war, Second World War, finished. How come that Israel and Palestine still fighting? You understand?
Yes.
And they're cynical. Always saying, you see what Israelis are doing to Palestinians? You see what Palestinians did to Israel? It's not what we want to know. We want to know when you're going to stop that bloody fucking war.
Thank you. So we've almost reached the point when we're going to put the platform to you, the good people, to put your questions to our special guests, Alpha Blondy and Luciano. But right now, why don't you give us a little taste of track 20, since you mentioned this monumental track.
What that? Dieu.
Yeah, so we're just about at that point where we're going to get the roving microphone. Do we have roving microphone in the house? So, yes. So we've got time for you to put a few questions to our special guests, Alpha Blondy and Luciano. So who in the house would like to... Okay, we got a question in the front. If we have the microphone, yeah, up in the front.
Bonjour. Quelle est la chanson de votre répertoire dont vous êtes le plus fier? Quelle est la chanson de votre répertoire pour laquelle vous êtes le plus fier?
Toutes.
Can you ask us in English for those of us who don't speak French?
Parce que vous me demandez de mes enfants lequel j'aime le plus.
Okay. So, sorry, in English you said what song, what's his favorite song of his?
Yes.
And he said, I can't choose, it's like choosing which one of my children is favorite, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, we got another question in the front here, I think. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Hello. One question for Luciano, because I think you were cut short earlier when you said you went to Senegal and then to the point of no return, and then the story was...
Come again, please.
Earlier when you were talking, before Alpha Blondy
We mentioned about Guri Island.
That's
Yeah.
it.
And then the story was cut short.
Oh yes, the story was cut short.
And how it was for you to be there.
Well, when I went through the door of no return, because Fatis and Sizzler was there, Mikey General. So I said to myself, if we went through that door of no return, that means it was our intention for us not to return, because that's the name of the door. So I said to Sizzler, Mikey General, and Fatis, let us go back through this door, because everything is spiritual.
Yeah.
We can't take things too lightly. So we did that. And I believe that broke a spell. Hallelujah.
Thank you for this question. Okay, yeah, question over here. A couple questions on this side.
Bonsoir, mon grand-père.
Bonsoir.
Et moi, je suis sénégalais. Et
Nangaref.
magnifique.
Jajabete.
Pardon. Avec le français, je ne suis pas trop fort. Mais je voudrais te demander,
Mets le micro comme ça.
regardant maintenant la jeunesse africaine, avec tous les messages que vous nous avez donnés, ok? Est-ce que la jeunesse africaine de maintenant a compris votre message?
Okay, so if I understand, the question is, does he feel that the youth in Africa understand his message?
Yeah.
Certains ont compris. Certains n'ont pas encore compris. Mais la force d'un message traverse les générations. Ça veut dire qu'il y a ceux qui ont compris qui vont transmettre à ceux qui n'ont pas compris. Mais ne compte pas sur le fait que tout le monde va comprendre. C'est pas possible. Parce que toi, tu peux trouver, dis quelque chose aujourd'hui, que l'autre, c'est comme une maison à étage, tu vois, non? Celui qui est au 20e étage n'a pas la même vision que celui qui est au 2e étage. Mais il te dira ce qu'il voit du 20e étage. Et celui qui est au 2e étage, au 5e étage, te dira aussi ce qu'il voit. Mais le jour où ils ont le temps de se parler, là ils se comprendront, ils vont s'accorder. De toute façon, tous les Africains sont conscients des problèmes que l'Afrique traverse. C'est complètement inacceptable que 54 pays n'arrivent pas à s'unir. C'est complètement inacceptable que nos enfants viennent se noyer dans la mer Méditerranée parce qu'ils veulent venir en Espagne, ils veulent aller en Italie, ils veulent aller en France. Pourquoi?
Right. Okay, so if I understood the answer was, it's not all the youth who understand, it's some youth understand and some don't. But if I understood what you said, there's an intergenerational transmission of knowledge. So from some who don't understand, they benefit from the wisdom of those who do understand.
And those, it's like a building. Those who are on the 5th floor have a vision when they open the window. Those who are on the 15th floor, they have a vision. So when the guy on the 15th floor talk about his vision, the guy on the 5th floor don't have the same vision. But if they talk to each other one day, they will get along.
And then also you were making a point. Yes. You also made a point about unacceptable situations that Africans are facing.
How
now.
can 54 countries not be able to unite?
Big question.
Because the division,
Politics.
the pre-planned division of those who colonized Africa was to split Africa. Then they can exploit. So each time that there is a political leader who's trying to promote that unity, you know what? He get assassinated.
Sure.
Clear. Okay? More than Sankara, Lumumba, Sankara,
Gaddafi,
Steve Biko,
President Gaddafi.
Okay?
President
Gaddafi, okay? And all those people get assassinated.
Yes.
Okay? And even if me, Alpha Blondy, I start gathering too much people, what's going to happen to me is what's happened to Lucky Dube. Right. They're going to find some, they don't use white people, they use my brother black. Yes, sir. Poverty make sometimes people stupid. They will with maybe $200, it's too much, $10 is enough, okay? They will try to say they're going to rob my electric cigarette, not my car. And They will shoot me for that cigarette, and they won't even take the cigarette. And you will see, oh, Alpha Blondy, that our beloved singer, died last night. Rip, may he rest in peace.
God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid.
That's the way Africa is maintained. The scientist, suppose he comes to Spain to study. Okay? I forgot something. Sometimes they select stupid asshole to make him president. You see what I mean? And the smart president calm down, because we, the people, don't know what blackmail is going through. If he said something revolutionary, they might create a coup. Because when you make people poor, okay, it's very easy to corrupt them against themselves. Okay? So, there's, with my brother Denis Bouvel, we are working on a song. Say, in Africa, we want real president. We don't want no more pussident.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that question. Okay, we got a couple questions over on this side of the, yeah, well, I think there's one over there.
Thank you very much. Once again, thank you Reggae University for bringing these two legends for our conversation. Alpha Blondy. My name is Grum Saifu from Ethiopia. I want to say, my question is, can you tell us the contribution of reggae for global peace and unity? And can you advise for the youth of today how reggae music can unite the people of the world like we see here in Rototom? Thank you.
Okay. First of all, reggae is a healing. It heals the heart, and the reasoning is very, very deeply, spiritually revolutionary. Okay? If I want to be rude, with the music, reggae break the barrier among the people. Okay? Fuck the diversity. We are one. God is one. Okay? And when Bob Marley said, I feel like bombing a church because the church, the Vatican, the Pope validated slavery. How can I trust an organization who validate my sufferings? The same fucking thing with the Quran. What Allah didn't say, that's what the Arabs are doing in the name of Allah. I went to Mecca. You understand? So the revolution is not a question. When you talk about God, this is God. Last night in the concert, you see God in action. Black, white, yellow, all the kinds. That's what God wants. And that's what reggae music brought to me. Okay? It healed me. Okay? It taught me to preach love. Because I realized that the world is sick of the lack of love.
That is it.
Yes.
We should learn again to love each other.
And in addition to that, we have seen where the music has broken down many barriers. Even the apartheid in South Africa. When Empress Winnie Mandela came to Jamaica, she told us how the reggae has helped to break down apartheid. They used to smuggle in the reggae music on blank labels because reggae music was banned. In South Africa, when Bob Marley went to Zimbabwe, you can see it. History has proven it, how the music has helped to break down the barriers and liberate the people and set the people free. So there's no doubt that once we get the support from the radio stations and corporate then we shall see the true power of the reggae music. But we know that they're fighting it. We cannot give a blind eye to the fact that the music is being suppressed, and they will support things that will promote more violence and incite violence amongst ourselves to destroy and rule us.
Thank you, Dre.
Thank you.
If you allow me.
Go ahead.
When they locked me up in the mental hospital, psychiatric hospital, because when I came back home, I look at, this is slavery. One party, one president, okay? And you cannot say that it's not democratic. Okay, this guy smoked something, something illegal. So they took me to the mental hospital. But I had my record with me, Babylon Bibles. And the doctor, the psychiatrist, was a young white French guy who loved reggae. So I was sitting there and my colleagues were hanging around, my crazy people were hanging around. And he came to me, he said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Oh, they took me here." He said, "What did you do?" I said, "It's not democratic." "Who took you here?" I said, "The police." The son Brigadier Sabari.
Yes.
I said, "The police." I said, "The police?" I said, "Yeah." "What did you do?" I said, "That's what I told you." They told me that those records are yours. "Yeah. I brought them from New York." "You've been to New York?" "Yeah." "So this is the latest Bob Marley Babylon Bible?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Can I have it?" I said, "Of course." He said, "Your parents are in Abidjan?" I said, "Yeah." It's okay. Come on. He signed the paper. He gave me some money to take the bus to go to my house. My parents did not know that I arrived in Côte d'Ivoire. To give you an idea how manipulative we are against each other. But reggae is a passport to every heart. They think that it was a black thing. Reggae is a black thing. Oh. Now you see white with blue eyes with dread.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Making good music too.
And making good music.
Yeah.
Because frustration have no nationality.
Oh, Jama. Rasta. Ja.
Yes. Yes.
You see, I and I will just fight down hypocrisy, man. Just put aside our differences and allow the Spirit of the Almighty, because Jah give us this gift that we can use to utilize to bring about unification of our people. But we see that there's a conspiracy to destroy what is good for us. Even the food they're tampering with. Come on, people. Wake up.
Yes. So,
Wait, you tickle me, let me talk. And there is this kind of propaganda negative about my brother, Bob Marley. Each time, if 1,000 picture of Bob Marley, I would say 500 picture with a slave. Bob Marley is not making the promotion of slave. It's what he's saying. The message is more important than the smoke. It's like when Jesus changed the water to wine. Every Christian you see him, you have some wine. What kind of mental game is that? The message of Rastafari is more Then the smoke.
Aile.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a very quick break. We're going to be right back here at 7 p.m. when we have another very special session with the Itals. And there might be a special guest on that session too, so make sure you come right back here in the tent. You've been a wonderful audience. Thanks to everyone who contributed. And please, one more time for our special guests, Alpha Blondy and Luciano.
Salut Morin, ça va? Ok. Merci. Let's try it. Yeah.